Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. I apologize. My voice probably sounds like a little bit like shit right now. I'm losing it a little. This will date when I'm doing this video. This is June. It's hot as fuck outside, so you hear my hair running. But I went to a Bayou Independent Wrestling show last night in Natchez, Mississippi, and whew, I'm losing my voice. I got very loud. Y'all never checked it out. If you want to see, I have more than one channel. I got the Ask That Podcast channel. This is comics and, horror movies and stuff like that. But if you want to see my other channel, it's DIY Mississippi Filmworks here on YouTube. And that's when I go to these independent wrestling shows and film matches, interview the wrestlers, do little videos, stuff like that. And you'll see in the footage, you're watching the matches, I am one of the loudest people there. I'm the one that gets the crowd going, cheering on the good guys and booing the bad guys, or hell, last night we were cheering on one of the refs. What's up, Justin? So, but get back to what we got here now. Quite a long time ago, about a year ago, I did a video on Team Anarchy #1. This is not that copy. This is another copy. This is a mint copy, baby. Very fine is what they say, but it looks mint to me. This is a series. This is an inside joke between me and a friend who I've known for 20 years. The inside joke is that he wrote Team Anarchy. That's the joke. He wrote Team Anarchy. Well, the thing about it is that he's never even heard of the book. I don't remember. I just remember seeing the ads and the solicitation catalogs for Dagger Comics and Team Anarchy, and the name just stuck in my memory. So joking when I was like, man, fuck you, you wrote Team Anarchy. He's like, what? So I was like, you know what? These are inexpensive. Matter of fact, every one of these I paid less than the original cover prices. I paid about $1.50 to $2 an issue. So I've already done this one. This is the very first issue. You can see these ain't even open. The tape. Yeah, see, the tape's still on. So I'll put that to the side. Now, here's my issue 2 that I've had for a while. You see it's signed. And then I got issue 2, my new one that is not signed. So I've done those. But there's more issues. We got issue 3 here. This is issue 3, limited to 3,000 gold. Let's do a quick little flip here on this one. Now, I've read the first 2 issues. Matter of fact, I want to say, at least issue 1, I did a read-along on this channel of it. Paul Danner's the writer. That is actually not the guy's name. That is an alias of somebody that used to go by Lord Hatred. Penciler, creator, Mark Schmitz. Inker, Robert Goller. Colors, Mike Daenerys. Letters, Gary Rohn. Editors, John Anderson and Ronnie Jenkins. Brendan Neal. Tech support, Robert Doyle. I want to say Dagger Comics, for some reason, was based in Alabama. You see, it's very image-inspired art. The anatomy's kind of wonky. Dagger Comics, good as gold. The first 6 comic books published by Dagger each contain a coupon renewal for one issue of the Dagger Universe 0, where it all began. Collect all 6 coupons, mail in for your copy of Dagger Universe. Dagger Universe coupons will appear in the following books: Team Anarchy 1, 2, and 3, Scorpion Corps 1 and 2, and Mavericks #1. As far as I can find, God, look at the blood. As far as I found, this did not come out. I am not a mutation. And you see, there's a lot of you had to cut your comic too. Fuck that. There's a lot of computer effects. This is early computer color and computer effects artwork. This is the one I'm looking for. Rick Leach, artist for Dagger Comics Mavericks, brings you a book on how to create really fantastic comic art. And this is his book. I've never found a copy anywhere. And this is one of those, the people that know me well enough, and y'all watch the channel, I love me some oddball comics. Especially some 90s glut stuff, from when the boom happened till when it died off. This oddball shit like Dagger Comics, or, I have a huge fascination with Triumphant Comics. All these little big tiny companies that, there's piles of companies in that time period put out one issue and it bombed, didn't it? These companies put out piles of Triumphant, lasted a little while, and I even crossed over to Defiant. Dagger never did. I love this. Look. I like how his face is squished into that guy's cheek. With Dagger here, and look, this dress. She's got tape on her nipples to hold that on. They actually probably The Dagger here, Team Anarchy lasted the longest, lasted 8 issues. It was monthly as far as I can find. I have not talked to anybody that bought these as they came out. Create a comic, you can send in your stuff. The issues 1 and 2, I picked up both of those from the cheap bins of Comic Commander in Ridgeland, Mississippi. If you're in Ridgeland, Mississippi, which for those that don't know Mississippi, Ridgeland is, it probably at one time was like a suburb of Jackson. It's become big enough to be its own little city. It's kind of like, you know how like around your major cities, when crime rate gets high and people are like, oh man, I don't want to live anymore, they haul ass to the suburbs. And then there's so many of them haul ass to the suburbs that becomes its own city. That happened with Ridgeland. And the Comic Commander is a great comic shop. I don't know the owner's name. Next time I'm in there, I'm going to ask his name. Great guy. Always love talking to him. I think he really enjoys talking to me because I bring up the older shit. Me and him are not that far apart in age. And he's commented a few times, man, he goes, you buy the oddest stuff because you get you a stack of stray bullets out of the cheap bins, they laugh at them. You have really good company. You got Team Anarchy. Like, yeah, dude. And like last time I went in, we ended up getting a stack of, excuse me, ended up getting a stack of Harvey Kids comics, like Richie Rich and all that stuff. And I was like, dude, I love these things. And then there was almost a fight over some Disney comics. Crazy person. Check the chicken foot at me. It's not great art. The story in this is actually not bad. I've thought about it times. Ooh, I love that cover. Dagger Force, the official Dagger fan club. I have really thought about, trading card. Oh shit, they got letters. Honolulu, a comic shop, and then Montgomery, Alabama. Listen to this. Burst into your universe in 1994, Dagger Comics presents the Dagger Force trading card set. Only 3,500 serial numbered cases produced. Cases. Super premium, 85 shocking trading cards. Highest quality card stock with UV coating on both sides for Dagger protection. Limited production, only 3,500 serial number cases produced. That's right. When they're gone, they're gone. Art from Dagger's hottest artists. Featuring new art from Team Anarchy, Scorpion Corps, and the Mavericks. Packed with Dagger rookies and new characters from the universe not yet released. A sizzling 15-card gold foil stamp, limited print subset of Dagger's best. Featuring Dagger All-Americans, Dagger Super Bases, and Dagger Diabolical Diablos. 36 Dagger gold foil Force packs per card. 8 Super Heart radioactive Dagger Force comics per pack. 1 blinding gold foil limited chase card per box. Card backs that are masterpieces and graphics with a ton of neat Dagger packs. Dealer incentives: buy 2 cases and receive the 15 card limited print subset. Buy 5 cases and receive 2 of them. And 2 silver foil promo comics for Mavericks #1. And there's Mavericks. I don't have, and the only Dagger comics I got is Team Anarchy. I'm gonna get the rest. There's only one way to get Smithsonian. Now you know our production runs limited. You notice in that comic there's no ads for anything besides Dagger. So that's issue 3. This is issue 4. This big Anarchy symbol. Yeah, I try to once a month, once every other month, excuse me, at least 10 times a year I do a $20, $30 comic order from my comic shop. And recently I was like, you know what? I want some stuff to fill in some holes. So I got me a bunch of Dagger. Bunch of Team Anarchies. You know what I'm saying? This is very fun. Yeah, this cover's going to have some marks on it because it's a black cover. I like the cover though. It was like the same creative team, February '94. This came out probably about December. There's the creative drawing book. The art, that's the thing. The art does not seem to improve. Previews. Oh, an ad from previews. The fan club. There's a guy who had his face smashed, and this guy had his face smashed, and that guy's face last issue. And these were very, bloody, violent comics. Advance. Oh, previews and Advance are advertised in here. Shit, Dagger got 2 advertises. Dagger Comics. You can advertise here. Call 1-800-2-DAGGER. You know what? I got a phone right here, baby. I'm going to call 1-800-2-DAGGER and see what the hell happens. Hey, busy. I don't think it'd be Dagger, but I'll try. Team Anarchy #5. That looks different. The woman's face looks fucked up. Scorpion Corps. Oh shit, that's a Nazi. Mavericks. Dagger Comics. This is one of those where I'll probably end up with a full run of Dagger stuff. This is issue 5. This is very fine again. And then now these what I got from my comic shop. These were $2 an issue, which are what $2.50 an issue on the cover. I don't mind paying $2. Yeah, I know. I'm from the generation where I bitched and bitched and bitched when comics went from 50 to 55 cents to 75, and then to $1 and $1.25. Now it's like, man, $1, $2 for a comic? That ain't bad. Same creative team. This is also listed as. They fucked up. Okay, look, cover number 5. Do you see it? Number 4. Look at this wonky eye. And I love this outfit. It's like upper ass, barely. It's like got to be super glued to her nipples, and she's fighting crime in that. Look at his backgrounds. They have a lot. Somebody got him a good computer. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do some backgrounds. Look at that horrible art. Don't any of you people know how to knock? No. They don't even know how to stand right. Look at that. They're like this angle. Oh man, the perspective on this. Back issues by mail. Oh shit. Team Anarchy #1 silver foil. They want $6. No. Minimum order is $10. Montgomery, Alabama. I've mentioned some other Dagger thing. Dagger is one of those, and I don't know how this happened, but I remember this clearly. They were, direct market. Most of your comics back then were direct market. You didn't have a lot going on the newsstand. It wasn't Marvel, DC, Archie. People don't know this. Image did go to the newsstands because I picked up, even though I already had it on hold at the comic shop, I didn't make it there yet. Spawn #1, I picked up. I have a newsstand copy somewhere. It's beat up. I was grocery shopping at Food World in Pascagoula, Mississippi, and it's sitting there. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna make it to the comic shop for a couple of days. Give it to me. I had to throw it in a buggy. I'll buy it now and read it now. That was my reader copy. But the Montgomery, Alabama thing. This was back. This time frame, I happened to be back down on the coast of Mississippi, and I was in Moss Point, Mississippi, at Public Warehouse, which doesn't exist anymore. It was a grocery store, one little one and done grocery store, not part of a chain. It's one of the grocery stores where the prices were not bad, but if anything from there that did not come prepackaged, you didn't want to buy because the place was kind of funky. And it's one of those places. I guess every small town is one of those where like everybody I knew, most males and most a good chunk of the females that I went to school and grew up in there, all of us worked at Public Warehouse at one time or another. I'm one of the few that never worked there, even though I did apply there. I applied there one time and I got hired, and then I got a call like an hour later for a better job. So I called, like, I'm sorry, I got offered a better job. Advance. But I'm in Public Warehouse looking at the comic rack. And I see an issue of a Dagger comic. I think it was like Scorpion Corps. I'm like, what the hell? This is direct market only. What I'm thinking is somehow, since they're in Montgomery, Alabama, and that's not, it's not close to Moss Point, but it's not super far. It's driving distance. They had a deal where, like Mississippi, Alabama, they got some stuff on some newsstands because all Public Warehouse carried was newsstand comics. Team Anarchy #6. It's going to be a wraparound cover. Next month, Massacre in Arcadia. The Mavericks. Scorpion Corps. And then Dagger. We got women with big titties. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I'm sure there's some snobby comic fans out there laughing. Stupid fucker just spent like almost $20 on some shitty ass comics. Yeah, I don't care. I love me some shitty comics here and there. Yeah. And I've thought about at times looking into like Dagger and Triumph and find out who owns this stuff now, and see if I could buy the rights cheap and bring the stuff back, because both of them had good ideas. And with Triumph, that stuff like Chromium Man was not bad. With Dagger, Team Anarchy is not horrible. Oh, it is a wraparound cover. Look at that. But it could use a better writer, better art. Maybe see if they could do something with this. Look. Ass shot. Okay, production team is the same. This actually got the DCOs right. Massacre in Arcadia. Though the art looks a little better in this one, like it's improving some. Got a previews ad. And I know the videos on stuff like this do not get the big views. I know this is a small niche thing. I understand that. I don't care. I do this because I enjoy the fuck out of the stuff like this. This is what I look for on YouTube. It's like, man, anybody out there know about? Anybody out there got a video on Brewhead? Yeah, stuff like that. Or, oh man, this dude did a review on Art Comic Premiere. Fuck yeah, with the lenticular cover, bitches. For that, I will feast upon your body. Shrek. Not Shrek, Shrek. That's like the Bienville. Yeah, the Dingo Pictures version of Shrek. Oh god, that is pretty badass. He Shrek'd him, man. My turn, Shrek. Oh. Crimson Skies, the Mavericks, number 4 on sale now. I thought about getting the 2 I got a little extra money right now. I mean, I'll be honest, I am extremely lucky, with the pandemic when it was going on, there's people out there doing stimulus checks, they needed them. That's how they survived. I've been lucky. The pandemic's not affected me monetarily that badly. Actually, I've saved a little money because I'm not driving. I'm not going as many places, And the other thing is I'm not eating out here as much. Because the little town I live in, until not too long ago, unless you wanted to go through a drive-thru and sit forever and eat in your damn car, only places we had to eat was Waffle House, Sonic, and Bumpers, which if you don't know Bumpers is like Sonic. You should know what Sonic's nationwide. This is issue 7. I was just talking about this last night, the wrestling show. I've not ate at McDonald's in over a year. I've not ate at Crystal's in over a year. I haven't eaten a lot of fast food. I've actually saved money that way. And my thing is I'm thinking, I got these stimulus checks and they're sitting in my bank account. I've used some. I bought like a new tire for my car. I used part of one to pay off some of my video equipment. All that. So, I mean, maybe I'm going to go on like Facebook and Twitter and look up all these people from the Dagger Comics. Like, hey, who owns this stuff? I'll drop $200 down the rights to all the Dagger Comics stuff. All the trademarks if somebody still owns it. That's actually not a bad looking cover. Same creative team. I like it. For optimal effect, Team Anarchy issue 7 should be read while listening to Rush, played very loud. Well, dude, fuck you. I'm not a Rush fan. Same thing as most. The Advance ad, their own ads. I've noticed she don't do much. She usually just gets knocked out and lays there and make sure her ass or titties are showing. Ass and titties, titties and ass. And I'd love to see. Oh man, they extra large. Shit. That's another thing I've noticed. The comic companies have finally realized most of your comic fans are either extremely skinny or big, beefy motherfuckers. So, back in the day, it was hard. The biggest shirt you would find for a comic shirt was an extra large, and back in the day, I was a large, extra large. I've put on some weight. I'm also pushing 50. So, But I'd love to have that Dagger Comic shirt and that Team Anarchy shirt. Geode! Team Anarchy, power to crystallize anything or anyone. Artwork by Andy Smith, color by Alan Lee. That's not bad. That's better than art in the comic. Black Box, psychopathic serial killer, Mavericks, villain. Extraordinary strength, bulletproof skin. Black Box on arm enables him to control his behavior. Artwork by Bart Sears. Holy shit, now they paid Bart Sears to do something. They had some money in it. Mavericks, issue 5, Rogue Response. And then Team Anarchy, number 8, the final issue. And Scorpion Corps, number 6. So for people who know, C-O-R-P-S is pronounced core, not corpse. For years I called it that. Well, it's corpse. No, it's corpse. I always wondered why they were called the Marine Corps. I was like, because they die? Because the Marines were some of the first ones in, and they eat some bullets, man. They eat some bullets, Much respect to anybody else out there that served in the military. Yeah. You did your time in the grime, I understand. And especially if you saw action. Hey, I give you a little salute right now. I did my time in, but I didn't see action. This is issue 8. This is from June. Rich Buckler Jr. So this means we have Rich Buckler Jr. and Francesco are the pencilers and inkers. Oh, pencilers. Rich Buckler Jr., Rob Boyer, and Chad Hunt, Barry Stevenson are the inkers. So not much has changed. June 94 is when they ended. So this April. Probably came out in April. The art is a lot better. Look at that. That's pretty badass. And I know, there's a lot of comic channels out there now that cover comic books and do stuff like this, a whole run. And I'll throw out two of my favorites. I watch pretty much every video they put out. Cartoonist Kayfabe's the big one, Ed Piskor, Jim Rugg. Love them to death. Matter of fact, as of recording, before I started recording, I was watching their video on All-Star Superman, which I'm not a fan of. Firstly, I'm not a Superman fan. Really not. Never have been. Even as a kid, I'm like, he's kind of boring. He's too powerful. And it takes a really talented writer to come up with a story with him that intrigues me. Well, the other thing is that I'm not the biggest fan of Grant Morrison when he's working on a big name here. Like his Batman, all his Batman stuff I've read, 90% of the only thing I really thought was good was Arkham Asylum. His Superman run, I read All-Star Superman, did not like it. But the other comic channel, Jerk Comics. Might be Uncle Jerk, but Jerk Comics, you look for that. This guy does some great stuff. He does some amazing interviews, and he puts a lot. And this is not a comic creator. This is, a fan. Guy's probably a little bit younger than me. He's probably, late 30s. He puts a lot of time and effort into his videos. They're well done, well edited. They look great. Great guy to talk to. Him and I talked each one night on YouTube for like a while. And just really good. Go check both of them out. If you enjoy this channel, check both those out. You'll really enjoy them. If you're into comics. I like how he's got the red font. Oh, look at that. He's like, look at that shit. Blam. And see, this is a comic, when I'm seeing these, I'm like, that looks stupid as shit. Because in 93, 94, I'm like, man, I'm reading Doom Patrol and Sandman and Hellblazer and Swamp Thing and a bunch of Vertigo shit and Peter Bag's Hate. I had pretty much completely, by this time frame, I pretty much just said, besides, I read Spawn for a little while, I read Jumbo for a little bit, Max. Most of I'd given up on Marvel and DC almost completely. And yes, I know Vertigo is DC. But, I wasn't reading superhero stuff, and now I'm like, it's stupid, but it's fun. With quills in his chest. This is probably the best art I've seen on a Dagger comic. Well, those sold out of Scorpion Core #1. Is that how it ends? Oh, check it. Okay. Anarchy, a word from the asylum. In case you missed it, this issue introduced you to a new Daggerverse member, and all we can say is keep an eye out for Krona. Reappearing in the most unlikely places. Man, Geiger's out there striking some heavy vengeance for Primal, and as you found out, his fury knows no limits. Was Geiger throwing some punches or what? Well, we must admit, Primal takes him like a man. He just keeps coming back for more. Is Primal really of eternal blood? We think it's time to put up or shut up. Wait till you see what's next. Penciling credit goes to Rick Buckler Jr. and the stunning colors are the handiwork of the not yet known Alan E. If you like his colors, you'll love his clothes. Okay. Speaking of Alan, look for him to meet Krona this summer. This is going to be good. Variogenesis. The Dagger Universe will release in May, so visit your local retailer and reserve your copy because we don't want you to be left in the dark. We want to begin publishing a letter space, so please get your questions and comments into us. Stay tuned to our editors for updates, and as a hint, we will be publishing crossovers this summer. Our press release says it all. Dagger, shifting gears in 94. Climb in, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Be sure to pick up your copy of Team Anarchy #9. It's absolutely loaded with lead. Literally, it features pencils by Francesco. This guy must use at least 2 pencils per page. It is, for sure, total action from top to bottom and side to side. Front and back and side to side, see? No kidding! And just to keep you hanging on, be on the lookout for someone to go to the other side. A big hand for all our friends. We can never thank you enough for your support. See you, Brenda and Sean. Nice, really nice Mavericks cover. I like that. Scorpion Core. Team Anarchy #9. So there was a cover. At least a cover for #9 was done. And that's it. So, that is Team Anarchy. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy that. This is a longer video. I know sometimes I do these really long ones. And there's issue 8. There's issue 7. Let me get these right. Issue 6. Issue 5. Issue 4. That's probably my favorite cover. I like this one. And there is another issue. Like issue 1, there's a different variant of it I got to get. Issue 2, that's my sign one. That's the one I'm keeping. This version, issue 1, Lord Hatred, or as I call you, Lord Fanboy, this is coming to you, buddy. He's the guy I jokingly say he wrote this series. So I have told him, he's like, he is unlike me. He loves digging through comic cheap bins, but he's not going to dig through bins that aren't alphabetized in some kind of order. Whereas I don't care. I'll sit there and spend hours digging through bins. I've had people threaten, like, okay, hey, we've been in the comic shop for 5.5 hours. It's time to go. No, I'm still there. I got 4 more bins to go through. No, we are leaving. If you do not come out now, we will leave you. So, and he won't dig through the bins like I will. So this is coming to you soon, buddy. And then we got, of course, issue 1, which that when I find my other copy of number 1, you'll get that. But yeah, Team Anarchy, man, collector's item, Dagger Comics. And I don't know of any other comic company I can think of based out of Alabama. That's another thing. Can I say, oh, it's based in Alabama? That's one thing I want to do. I would love to publish one comic and have it based out of Mississippi. I was talking to somebody about that not too long ago. I give Mississippi a lot of shit, but I've lived here a good percentage of my life. Born here, raised here. So, fuck it. But hope y'all enjoyed that. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment for comments. Y'all ever heard of Team Anarchy? You ever heard of Dagger Comics? What was your favorite short-lived comic or comic company from the 90s boom? And I consider the 90s boom to be about 91, 92 to about 95. Even though it did go into 96 a little bit, Image popping up kind of started the boom and it just went from there. But talk to everybody later. Y'all have fun. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.